Hello everyone, my name is Matthew and I am from Group 6, in which our group was assigned to report about packaging processes and equipments. So all in all, these packaging processes is one of the most important process in the manufacturing process, since there will be a lot of things to be included, especially for your product in terms of its product marketing sales or whatever, to attract your consumers or your potential buyers. So this is very important, since this will also give information to your target buyers. So aside from that, uh, this also protects your manufactured products. So yeah, that's why I've said this is one of the most important and most crucial part of this whole manufacturing process, because it does a lot of things, and for some they may take this for granted, since they would just like lessen their budget for this, since it's only just packaging, sabi say pa pinutos, but I don't think there are companies that really take this one for granted. So because this is very important process. So so much for that brief introduction. So I will proceed now to my report, or to my part. So what is packaging? So all products made of any materials of any nature to be used for the containment, protection, handling, delivery, and preservation of goods from the producer to the user or consumer. So take note, the the very the keywords here are containment, protection, handling, delivery, and preservation. So this all in all, packaging is very important to contain your product, to protect your product, to handle, and also in delivery and preservation. So delivery and preservation, most likely this is for the food manufacturing products. Only the preservation, like the manufactured food, they need to be preserved. So they will uh, they will avoid being spoiled, have to avoid spoilage and such, are that being sa Bisaya pa, ma-avoid ang pagkapanos sa pagkaon. So protection, so yep, so this is very important. That's why when you go to supermarkets or any market or stores, you will see that uh, there are, when you buy a certain product, for example shoes, uh, when it's just displayed, there's no packaging, but when you purchase one, so it will be put into a box. So that's the packaging right there. So the product will be protected, be handled. So because it will be weird if there's no box given when you purchase a shoes, like you just carry the pair of shoes. And of course, for any stores or any markets, you go, you buy something, uh, there are products, there will always those products that you will going to purchase will be put inside a package, or because this packaging is really important. There are also uh, there are some there are some products in which there are even sealed, they were sealed rather, and there's written that don't consume if seal is broken. So that's why this is very important. So there are five purposes of packaging and labeling. First is containment. So siya ang push. Second is information transmission. So in this part, this is where your consumers or your target consumers or potential buyers will know about your products. Third is physical and barrier protection. So this is, for example, your product may be in need to avoid being exposed to certain environments. For example, medicine. So these products needed not to be exposed in certain temperatures. and also for food. There might be some chemical reactions if they are being exposed to wind or sunlight or certain temperatures, and so that's one purpose, or that's the third purpose. Fourth is transport. So products will be easily transported if they are being packaged and with the label. So for example, there is a fragile label, so the transporter will know that, oh, this product is fragile, we must handle it with care. So that's very important. And for the fifth part is for display. So this is to attract your consumers, or your target consumers or your potential buyers. So there's a need for your packaging and labeling to be attractive, or any symbol that could ensure your your consumers to or the consumers to buy your product and raise your market sales. So it's first containment. So to hold the product directly, this is primary packaging. So uh, take for example this Q-tips. So this is contained in a this plastic container. So uh, this is the primary packaging because it's been put inside and directly packaged. This is for, yeah, it's contained. You need not to break any part of this packaging, since this will then be exposed to external microorganisms or any temperature or dust. So it's for the containment. Second is information transmission. So it identifies the brand and any related companies, explain how it should be used, warn about the hazards or misuse, reveal product content. So example is Q-tips again, but I don't think there are any materials here. Okay, so the product right here. Maybe I have something available. Never mind, I don't have. So let's continue. So explain how it should be used. So it is very much included in these Q-tips. So where are you, in what external part of your body are you going to use this? And there's also warn about hazards or misuse. So this, there is this keep out of children's reach, do not use when discolored. So this is the information transmission that is given. There is a there's the milk. So for milk, for instance, there's the if there reveal product content. So this is the ingredients which is located here. So that's the second purpose. Third is physical and barrier protection. So to prevent spoilage, leakage, breakage, moisture changes, theft, and tampering. So for these Q-tips, for example, so this is this is need to be hygienic. So it must be protected from external environment all the time, because it needs to be hygienic. So for some products, especially food products, it's important not to be exposed in too much moisture. For some foods, or there are some foods that needs not to be exposed in lesser moisture changes. So again, there are these physical changes or chemical changes that could potentially damage your product before even consuming, and theft, of course. Uh, for some products, example, television or whatever products that is valuable, and tampering. So there might be, for example, the product might be tampered. So just your, to avoid such damage to the image of your company. So it's the third one. Fourth is transport. to easily and safely move the product from the manufacturer then to the retailer and finally to the consumer. So, uh, take for example water bottles. Yeah, I have your water bottle. So, so water is life. Water is very important. There are only very few percentage of clean and drinkable water we have in this world. Even though the world or the planet Earth is con- it contains 70% of water, but 97% of those is salt water. And so, for example, water bottle, so uh, has to be transported. That's why it's very important that it is packaged, well packaged, and so from the manufacturer then to the retailer. So there should be no what do you call it? Kung sa Bisaya, pakumi sa bottle. That's why it's important. Packaging is important for transport. So with this water bottle, the clean water will be transported safely and there we go for the transport. And so fifth and last but not the least is display. So to attractively display or to sell. So this is what I mentioned earlier that there are various types of packaging in a product. So that that needs to attract consumers. So there are lots of ways. For example, in this water bottle, so you can see this design. It's like a wavy design, so this might attract the eyes of the consumers. For the for this Q-tips, for example, so there's this type of other design or whatsoever, just to attract the consumers, and also with the attractive consumers and attractive consumers for your packaging. This will also build trust, especially when your product is really that good. So they will then remember in their mind that oh, this certain product is very good. So it's color orange or color blue, and when they go to the supermarket or any store, they will then remember I need that. Even if you forgot about the product name or the manufacturer or whatsoever, you will tell that oh, that color blue, like it's diamond in shape ever. So that's why packaging and labeling is really important. So that will be all for my part, and I hope you all learned a lot from the introduction that I have discussed about. And I hope you're also going to listen to my group mates' discussion. Thank you.
Many packages have symbols on them. Each of them has its own meaning and informs us about the nature of goods as well as the handling instructions to be followed to avoid damaging them. While some of these symbols speak for themselves, others are more difficult to interpret. To help you understand them, here are some examples of the symbols. First, flammable liquid. It indicates the storage or containment of Class 3 flammable liquids within a facility, vehicle, or container, or etc. Class 3 flammable liquids are those that give off a flammable vapor when exposed to a certain temperatures above the flash point. Second is the explosive. These hazardous symbols indicate an explosive self-reactive substance, an organic peroxide that may explode when heated. So the next is the fragile. This symbol is used to convey that a product or commodity inside the box is fragile, which can be damaged. It needs to be handled with care. Next is to keep dry. The umbrella signifies the need to keep the box in a dry environment and never leave it in the rain. This symbol also tells you that the items inside the box are not waterproof. The next is this side up. This symbol, consisting of two arrows pointing towards the top, directs in which way the box is to be placed to ensure it is upright. If the packaging holds this symbol, it means that the content must never be carried sideways or upside down as they might break. Next is the caution, do not touch tools. This means that an unauthorized person must not touch the tools because it might be dangerous. Next is to keep away from direct sunlight. Uh, it indicates that transport package shall not be exposed in sunlight. Uh, the next one is do not freeze. Do not freeze means the food item will fall apart. If you freeze lettuce, it turns to green slime and it's useless. Not suitable for freezing means it will be ed- edible, but the quality suffers. You can freeze pancake, for instance, but they don't reheat well, come out flat and rubbery, but they are fit to eat. The next is the do not stack symbol to indicate that the item shall not be vertically stacked either because of the nature of the transport packaging or because of the nature of the items themselves. And the last one is heavy, do not lift. In the event of fire, do not use this safety sign. This product is a prohibition sign, prohibiting certain actions or behavior to avoid dangerous situation. It means do not lift because it may cause strains or possible injuries uh, because the item or package must can be very heavy. That is all for my report. Thank you.
I'm Añora Calaque, and let's talk about three types of packages, namely primary package, secondary package, and tertiary package. In primary packaging, it is the material that envelopes the material and holds it, while the secondary packaging used to group primary packages together. And lastly, tertiary packaging is used for bulk handling, warehouse storage, and transport shipping. And most common is a pelletized unit load that packs tightly into containers.
Good day, I am Acelo, and today we're going to talk about the feeding section and equipments. For the first topic, we're going to talk about feeding machines. So what are feeding machines? These are machines used to fill bottles or pouch depending on the product. It is a kind of packaging machine that consistently fill thousands of containers with specific substances to a certain level. There are three general types of filling machines. First, we have the auger filling machines, the flow filling machines, and lastly we have tablet feeders. Auger or agitator filling machines are machines which fill the right amount of product into its container. The product is stored in a vessel called the hopper, and in each cycle the filler dispenses a predetermined amount of the product into the package. These machines are usually designed to fill dry mixes such as milk powder, sugar, flour, etc. Next, we have flow filling machines. These are also known as liquid filling machines. They are commonly used in the beverage industry. It dispenses the exact amount of liquid-based products needed for different containers, such as bottles, cartons, or cups. And lastly, we have the tablet fillers. It is designed for products that is counted by pieces instead of weight. These are designed for small bottles, but the hopper of the filler is set up to permit scan counting of tablets or candy pieces. It is a versatile assembly of systems that work as a unit to accurately count pharmaceutical and food products. These products include tablets, coated tablets, pills, hard and soft gelatin capsules. Next topic, we have sealing section and equipment. These are machines used to securely close and or fasten the product. They should usually used after the filling section. For the sealing equipment, we have four types. First type is food packaging machines. Next is the vacuum packaging machine. The third is the blister packaging machine. And lastly, we have skin pack packaging machines. Food packaging machines. These are machines that protect food that requires protection, tampering, resistance, and special physical, chemical, or biological needs. These machines create an airtight seal which allows food to be preserved for 3 to 5 times longer than if it was stored in a plastic bag or other container. Vacuum packaging machines, it puts products in a film bag, deaerates the bag by decreased pressure in a vacuum chamber, and seals the bag. It is used for long-term storage of dry foods. Blister packaging machines are special machines that are used as unit dose packaging for tablets, capsules, etc. This device has a component of a bubble pack that may be a cavity or pocket made up of a formable film, usually a thermoform plastic. This usually has a backing of paperboard or a leading seal of aluminum foil or plastic. Lastly, we have a skin packaging machine. Product is placed on a piece of paperboard in a thin sheet of transparent plastic. It is placed over the product and paperboard. This, this machine is usually used for meats, smoked foods, seafood, and frozen meals. This machine allows you to substantially extend the shelf life of your product by preventing the formation of ice crystals.
So, we are going to talk about labeling section equipments. Labeling. Any written, electronic, or graphic communications on the packaging on a separate but associated label. There are three types of labeling. Firstly, first class labeling machines, round bottle labeling machines, and side of the class labeling machines. Flat glass labeling machines. To achieve the plane on the workplace, the arc of the label in foil, such as boxes, books, plastic shell, etc., are rolling and smoking stickers. Round bottle labeling machine. To achieve in cylindrical, conical, circumferential surface of the product label or film, such as glass bottles and plastic bottles. And side of the glass labeling machine to achieve the workpiece of the side of the plane, side the arc, label or film such as cosmetic bottles flat, square, box, can complete a round bottle cover standard equipment while achieving a round bottle labeling.
Good day, I'm Floyd Castillo, and today we're going to tackle about the fourth and the final process of the packaging processes, which is the end of the line section. After the individual packages have been made, the next step is getting the products ready for shipment. In this part of the topic, we're going to talk about the end of the line section itself and the equipments that are used in this process. There are different types of machines that are used in the packaging process, which we're going to discuss the following. A. Case or box sealers. B. Sleeve wrappers and bundlers. C. Case erectors and box forming machines. D. Case packers. And E. Palletizing equipment. Firstly, we have case sealers. Case sealers are used in production environments where a run of the same size case is made, then changed over for the next size box. Case sealers are used to execute one of the most important steps in the packaging line, which is sealing the package before it is shipped out to your customer. Case sealer machines help companies to create a perfectly sealed case every time. As you can see in the slide, here we have an example of a case sealing machine. There are different types of case sealing, which is the uniform case sealing and the random case sealing. Uniform case sealers are packaging machines that use a fixed tape head that needs manual adjustment for each new box height. These case sealing systems are best suited for large packaging runs using the same size cases. These are available in a variety of sizes and speeds, ensuring that there is a system that fits your specific packaging needs. They also are available in both automatic and semi-automatic formats. On the other hand, we have random case sealers that are case sealing systems that can adjust their tape head height to any case size on the fly. Using sensory equipment, the tape head will raise lower or higher until it finds the proper height. The case then moves through the powered roller system, sealing the flaps. Random case sealing machines are great for packaging equipment solutions that use a variety of box sizes at the same time. Next, we have sleeve wrappers and bundles. It is an alternative to case packing where the product is bundled together for a shipment. Here we have in the slide is an example of a sleeve wrapping and bundling machine. So it is a packaging machine optimized for the use of polyethylene films, suitable for packaging that requires a thicker film. Usually, sleeve wrapper or bundling machine are used to bundle plastic bottles, jars of various types, and cans. However, these machines are flexible enough to pack products of all kinds, both in single and in multiple quantities. The two ends of the package have an opening that is what is referred to as the bullseye, as you can see if in the photo in the top and the bottom. It is commonly seen for water bottle packaging where the slots as a handle. Case erectors and box forming. Case erectors are case forming machines that automatically form, fold, and seal corrugated cartons from flat boxes. So these are machines which form a carton board blank into a carton filled with a product into a single carton. After the filling, the machine engages its slots to apply adhesive and close both the ends of carton, completely sealing the carton. So an example of a case erectors and box forming machine is in the slide. So these are case erecting systems that remove the need for operators to stop packaging products to build their cartons. These packaging machines are available in semi-automatic and automatic formats and can be formed between 6 cases to 20 cases in a minute. Here we have case packers. Case packers automatically load products into boxes. There are several types of case packing machines, including horizontal, vertical, overwrapping, and robotic. So an example of a case packer machine is in the slide. A case packer machine is an automated machine that sets up a tray or wrap around case and loads product from the side, top, or bottom. After the product is loaded, the case is closed and sealed by glue or tape. Using a case packer machine reduces labor costs, uses fewer packaging materials, and reduces human error through packing the right product in each case quickly and accurately, delivering precise product control to provide superior flexibility and reliable performance. Lastly, we have palletizing equipment. Automatic palletizers arrange boxes and bags on pallets. An example of a palletizing equipment is shown in the slide. A palletizer is a machine that provides automatic means for sorting, transferring, and stacking cases of goods or products onto a pallet, usually at the end of a manufacturing line. Automatic palletizing is good and especially convenient for high-volume shipping. Palletizers provide load stability and precision and operation speed. They also make it possible to move more loads at once, as contrast to just manually loading boxes, which is very inefficient and time-consuming and also puts an unusual stress to workers. This will conclude our report, the packaging processes, and the different equipments that are used. Thank you for listening.